So, natural gas. It's freezing across the United States of America today,
it sure
folks.
is, man. Everything in context, but cold here by Florida standards. Natural gas. We're looking at the January contract. I just want to make sure. Yeah, we're looking at a 5-minute chart. We're trading at 453.6. We've been as high as 465, even at 3 in the morning, backing up yesterday. I mean, just amazing that on a daily basis, even yesterday, right, trading from 440 up to 470 in the span of about from noon until 2. I mean, 30 cents in the span of 2 hours. So we're looking at the 11 a.m. spreads here. We're trading at 453.3. These have 455 as your point where you have exposure on the bullish side up to 475. So they're 20 cent spreads. Here's your bullish spread, which is going to be a little out of the money because it's trading right now under 455. And that's costing you 20. Oh, now it's ticking. That's a lot cheaper. No, okay, so this is where you want to, what happened is the
spread opened up.
Yeah, and the offer just went up. And that's too big of a spread.
Yeah.
You're going to want to wait for that number to come down. Do you see what that is?
Yeah,
I mean, that was just
important. Right.
Yeah.
They won't sell it.
Yeah, I would not be buying that.
Well, they'll sell it. They'll sell it way overpriced, though.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
And I would expect that that market's going to tighten back up relatively soon because the bearish spread, to put things in context,
hasn't changed.
No, and you know, you're looking at a 4-tick spread from, you know, you can sell it and be the one risking 40, or you can buy it and be the one.
There it is, just changed.
Yeah, there you go. So yes, you'd be buying the bullish spread. There you go for 20. You'd be selling the bearish spread from 455 to 435. This is the one that has now more than 2 pennies of intrinsic value. The reason why it's more than 20 bucks, you're looking at like 60. I said to ahead of the break,
Good
right?
money.
I said that it's decent premium, so you'd be paying
particularly because for 11 o'clock.
Yes, you have a half hour is all you have after the news comes out at 10:30. You'd be paying $60. Every $10 is a penny, so you're paying 6 pennies for movement away from 455. Yeah, it sounds like a lot, right? But we just backed it up in 2 hours yesterday. You know, you went from 440 to 470. These spreads have 20 cents exposure. So we'll see where the numbers come out. But interesting to see that a lot more premium than was in this market before it started that heavy volatility.
No doubt.
You used to be able to get into those contracts for like $15 for both sides, and it was still almost a losing trade because
it didn't move.
It didn't move more than a half penny or a penny at most.
Yeah, so look at that movement.
Yeah.
Man. So right now this is a delayed quote, but it's pretty close to the quote, actually.
It is, yes.
451. Let's see this.
There's that huge move yesterday. Look at that. We just looked at the 440 move, but I didn't realize from 4 in the morning it was actually trading at 420. So you went from 420 up to 470 in the span of the day.
Now let's go back to that again, because I actually like this long. It's interesting because yesterday had a high volume spike. So it was the bearish one that was the one that was always the 2 pennies, huh?
I forget exactly
I think
what
it was.
So this one, there's your bullish spread, 455 to 475. Now, I pulled this up as the easiest way, but, you know, as I was thinking about it, the noons line up, this is ticked at 450. So this is ticking a little bit. So you'd have 2 options, you know, if you want to go like out of the money type trade, right? That's it. So here would be your bullish because you're slightly out of the money as this is coming. It's almost coming right up to the money, actually. We're at 454.4 now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but it's costing you, you're getting it at 457.
Okay.
8.
That's
So
24.
$2.50, $24, 26 is what it's charging you. And you're almost right where you start getting value. You're right at the floor, which is kind of nice. So it's just premium in there.
Right.
And then on the flip side.
So that's 26.
And that's, now you could do the same thing bearish. You know, you could go directionally on either way. But what I was going to say is the noon, you're actually not, you're in the money.
It's all bullish.
And this was kind of cooler when it was at 452 maybe.
Yeah.
But you can see you're getting it at 456. So look at the difference here. Just to put it, 11 a.m. You're buying at 457.7, right?
Yeah.
Versus you're able to get in at 456, but that's because you have to have risk down to 450.
I like that 11 o'clock, I think.
Yeah.
And then give me the bearish one on that, because the bearish one on 11.
On the 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right there, I think. Yeah.
There you go. So the bearish one.
Okay, so now we're talking 5.6 cents. Okay.
Yeah, $56.
So I figure 6 cents.
Right, 6 cents is what you need away from that 455, which is kind of right where we're trading at.
No, I like that one. You know why? Because what happens is that we have 2 cents and the bullish side on that one too.
Yes.
Right. Which is,
Yeah.
because we had a high volume spike yesterday, so we'll see where this shakes out, folks. But that high volume spike had juice behind it, so we just might get a nice acceleration up there.
It's quite a market. It'd be interesting to see what happens no matter what with that type of volatility, nonstop.
Big time. And the market in general, it's like you get the natural gas up 3%. Then you come back down the other side and you get
Down
crude
3%.
down 3%. And you get crude up 1.5. I think what you're going to probably see again in crude, though, this is probably another lower low with volume.
The chart's amazing.
Yeah, because yesterday we started pushing down with volume. Let's see, so you did 800,000 yesterday. Yeah, you're going to have, more than likely, you're going to have a lower low with higher volume. We're at 482 already, and we're just starting the day, man. So this is going to be intriguing watching this whole thing shake out. If we take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here, McDonald's caught a bid this morning.
They did. I think they got an
MCD.
upgrade. They got an upgrade from somebody talking about
Look at that.
investing in their upgraded stores.
Okay. Yeah, benefits from remodeling.
Morgan Stanley, yeah.
Pay off soon. That's what they're saying. We take a look at this. Is this at all-time highs? Might be. Yeah, it's at all-time highs.
Not
Look
bad.
at this. And actually, 1, 2. It's going to be close to an ABC up.
In quite a 15 years.
79 million. Yeah, you were pushing. Well, it's not going to do 79. It's 2 days to do. Well, I don't think it's going to make the 79 million. But
Yeah.
guess what? They're making money, man.
They sure are.
Boy, it's pretty wild how they could just swing that thing around, huh? Look at this. This is interesting. So their gross is going down, yet their earnings per share is going up. They did 27 billion in 2014. They only plan on doing 20 billion in 2019, but yet in 2014 they made $4.82. Oh, I know what they did. Okay, so they're buying shares back. If we pull that up, there's going to be less shares in the marketplace.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
It's been a
Right. It's
quite
like,
a run
okay,
of
how do you
buybacks.
yeah. You're at 770 million right now. That's not that many shares for a market cap out there of 146 billion.
Yeah.
Not bad. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming back with those gas numbers for you. Welcome back, folks. Dow is down 100. You get the NASDAQ off 41. S&P's off 8. And let's go take a look at natural gas out here.
So there's your headline number. Inventories falling 59 billion cubic feet. Estimate was for more of a decline, 81.
Okay.
So a little bit more natural gas
Yeah.
than the market expected. And more natural
Look at
gas
that.
equals lower
The
prices.
opposite way I thought.
Quite
yeah.
a pop. So
Yeah.
we're trading at 454, and the market drops basically 9 pennies almost immediately. And what's interesting is, those 455 spreads at 11, you could have gotten both sides for 6 pennies. So you needed 449.
Yep.
Is all you needed, and 6 pennies to this market is nothing right now.
No.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's.
So we'll follow it, but we're down to 445, and maybe we'll make a run back. And I said to you during the break, even remarkable, right? We were just down to 420 no time ago. Talking about barely 30 hours ago. So we'll see.
Yeah. Because that fundamentally, that's a big difference in the aspect that we know. Bottom line, it's cold.
It sure is.
When we were talking to Teddy Cakestad yesterday, Chicago's
Yeah.
cold, Boston's cold.
Definitely.
There's good numbers out here.
And the winter is young.